Okay guys, in the previous lecture we learned how to install DHCP server. If you got a time, probably you have watched the YouTube channel of mine. So I have explained what is manual IP, DHCP IP and so on. Yes, I'm in DHCP server. When I came here, DHCP server is a bit confused. You know why? Because it is online, but no one has got a chance to configure. Okay, what I'm going to do is the first thing you need to do is you have to be serious when you install the DHCP server. Guys, I need your attention in here. Okay, so okay, I thought I opened in here, but anyway, here is my scenario, or here's our scenario. What I'm going to do is that where are you? Okay, Notepad. Remember that. Just follow what I am telling you. So what is our DHCP server name? Our DHCP server name is eliastech.com. My Google name, but YouTube. eliastech.com. What is the DHCP IP address? Remember that these things. The DHCP IP address is 10.0.2.15. So 255.255.255.0 is the subnet mask. The gateway is 10.0.2.2 is the gateway. So what I'm going to do is in here I want to create this scope. So I say start from, or we can say my DHCP should start from 10.0.2.2.100 and end to 10.0.2.200. So here's the thing. So start and end. I mean, my DCPs should assign the IPs to the client from, start from 100. For example, if any client will first time join to my DCP server, the DCP server will assign IP 101. So this is my DHCP server. So here's our scenario as well. So make sure this is the scenario, and our client is, which one is our client? This computer gonna be our client as well. Okay, so this is start, this is scope, this is the main thing. So meanwhile you need to have a DNS server. Server, guys, what is DNS server? DNS server is 10.0.2.15. Our domain controller itself is a DNS server as well, so make sure. Sometime the company will give you the public DNS, so you can use the public DNS as well. DNS, you can say second server, I can say 8.8.8.8. So my suggestion is not use 8.8.8, but if you guys have in your project, so sometime for example, if you configure a domain controller in one computer and additional you have a child domain and other domain as well, so probably for high availability you need to configure two servers individually to run the DNS, in case if one is failed and another is up. So that's another thing. I don't want you guys to get confused. That's a bit challenge scenario. If you are familiar, that is what I mean. But so far, let's leave it as is. Okay, in order to install the DHCP server, what we're gonna do is we have to come to Server Manager, the same place. On the left menu and click. Let's double click. So in here, when you double click, what you are seeing is that we have to right click, or just give me 1 second in here. Either I have to click here because I don't want, I just want to show you so how you can like configure the DHCP server. So either in the flag or this one, you can go through this way, or you can come to the flag. I want to click here. I will say complete DHCP configuration. When I came here, that is a good thing. This is how you can configure your DHCP server. So where I just click on the flag, because flag is very important things. Anything is remind, it gives you like here where you're supposed to troubleshoot what affects your domain controller. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that use the following user credential. I say I will use my domain administrator password, so I will keep it the same. Otherwise, if you want to specify someone, that is fine, or if you want to skip Active Directory authorization, that is also fine, but I will keep it like at least the administrator like user should have a full permission in order to access. I will keep it this one as well, or for authentication, or I can say skip. Let's skip as well, so it doesn't matter, but uh, let's keep the first thing, or let's say skip. I want to skip, or let's not to skip. Okay, once we click skip, then what we're gonna do is to click mute. So here's the here's the brief information, or you can see summary, and click close. Okay, so far we see that there is a flag. Features already good, all as right. There's no there's no green light. That is a beautiful thing. Let's come to DHCP server. So when you come to DHCP server, in here what we're gonna do is to either double click or right click. Other rules and feature, no. DHCP manager. So either, I think you have to, no, you cannot right click on here, but you can right click here. You can come to DHCP manager. When you come to DHCP manager, what we're gonna do is that we need to install our DHCP server. Okay, this is the first step, guys. So here's the thing. Either you can right click, go to DHCP manager. This is how you can refresh. I just refresh. Wait. Anyway, or you can come to tools. When you come to tools, we are a witness of DHCP server as well. So click on here, either here or there. It doesn't matter. What I'm going to do in here is that, as you remember, guys, I have mentioned that we probably need to create a new scope. Okay, so I want to expand this one. I don't know if it's gonna be expanded or not. So I want to right click. Just give me 1 second. I want to right click here. I will say new scope. So in here you just need to click next. We can say the name, or we can say DHCP server. Let's name it DHCP server. Description: DHCP server. This is what we can, anything that you name it, but I think common is very important here. What I mentioned here, guys, if you remember, so I said to start from here and end to this one, and DNS server is the most important things. Let's follow the same procedure. 10.0.2.100 and 10.0.2.200. I mean, that's it. So my DHCP will assign 100 computer, not more than that. That's a good thing. So one of the another thing in here is 255, or we can it should automatically change. Just give me 1 second. 25 24. Okay, yeah, 24. It should be 255.255.255. If you guys are not familiar about the IP addressing, so that's why my suggestion is to go ahead and take some of the another class, like network class. I have a network class in Udemy. Let me know if you're interested. Text me. I try to give you a very bonus, discount. To my aim is to know everything, to know whatever you're supposed to know. Okay, click next. So what I have done in here we can assign the exclusive if you want. If we doesn't want, we just need to click next. We don't want to add like alternative, just you need to click next. Okay, Here is the important things you should keep in your mind as well. So limitation of since you know that DCP is assigning IP for each computer that it's automatically, so we can assign and we have to say like the DCP IP. For example, if this client get the IP from my server, it should work only for 8 days. And after 8 days, change the IP. I mean, like I don't trust. If you guys working on a coffee shop or any store, so make it less like 1 day. So the next day when the guy is coming, you should like get different IP. From the security standpoint, that's a good thing. Otherwise, you can say 8 day or you can say 9 day. Let's keep it 9 day. Just make sure that we have made some changes. I will click next. Yes, I want to configure this options now. DCP configuration, you just click yes, and then once you click yes, then click next. All right, so in here it asks for default gateway. Guys, back to the same notepad. What is my default gateway? So default gateway is 2.0.2.2. so this is my gateway. Sorry if you guys are confused. This is my gateway and this is my subnet mask, and this is my IP. This is the IP address for this for DCP server. This is subnet mask of DCP server. This is the gateway of DCP server, and this is the start and end and DNS server. So in here, I'm going to assign the gateway 10.0.2.2. So don't forget that some of my students they forgot to click add. That's very important. You have to add and then click next. Okay, once we click next, if you want to assign any name or IP, if you have a domain, so this is my domain name, server name. So if you want to add anything in here, it's okay. Otherwise, the domain, I mean, parent domain is like the parent domain. The main domain is this one. That's why if you have a child domain and so on, you can assign that one. Otherwise, everything is all set. This is my DHCP server IP as well. Let's click next. Okay, when I click next, this is a Win server. So it is a old version of using Win server. So far we don't have any Win server. Let's click next. Okay. Yes, I want to activate this scope now. So yeah, let's click it now because we just want to see the changes. Next, finish, and there you go. All right. So we have configured everything properly without any issues. When we come in here, this is our pool. Let's start from 100 and to 200. IP release so far, no client in here. Oh no, that's why in the next lecture we're gonna learn how to connect our client to our DHCP server. Okay, guys, I hope the information was very helpful. See you in the next lecture.